Hello, friends, and it is a big week in country music. Thanks to the girl sitting right next to me. Her debut album, Hey Country Queen, is out right now. Mackenzie Carpenter joins me. Welcome back, and congratulations on the release.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I can't believe this is happening.
I know it's a big day for you. It's a long time coming. A few of these songs have been out for a while, and you've got 13 songs on that record. First of all, how does it feel having it out there in the world? Because it's a big step.
It is a huge step. I think it is more exciting than anything. Some of these songs, have been out for a minute. Some of them are brand new, so people are hearing them for the first time. But either way, it's my first like big collection of work. So it's really, really fun to see how people are responding to it.
Yeah, so one of those songs on there has already kind of become a big hit, and it just came out. It's rare to see one of these big time songs come out so early in the year, and you and Midland did just that with "I Wish You Would." It's been all over the place lately. How did that song come to be?
All over the place, just like we like it. I Wish You Would is a song that I wrote a few years ago, and I feel like this song is like the perfect explanation or feeling of like having a crush. And I feel like that's one of the best feelings ever is like having a crush, having somebody that you like are obsessed with and want to know everything about, and you're like everything is new and exciting. So, I had been sitting on it for a while and I knew I wanted it to be a duet, but I didn't know like necessarily who with. And I say there's kind of like an invisible string that was connecting me and Midland. Like I always felt like we would do a collab because Cam and the band's wife, Harper, has done a lot of creative work with me, like photo and video stuff. And so I started kind of like seeding out, could Midland be the partner? And they heard the song and they loved it. And I just think them as a brand and like creatively and sonically are so cool. And I was like so honored that they were so down. And they've been such a great partner on this song. I think it's doing great things for both of us. And I think that they just took it to the next level.
Absolutely, and the perfect word you said there was sonically. I feel like the song is sonically perfect for both of your sounds combined. It was a
Thank
perfect
you.
fit. There's another song that sonically I absolutely love, and the way I thought of it was for myself personally, the song "Boots On" kind of feels like you're back in like I imagine what the 1980s would be like driving down the Pacific Coast Highway.
It does have a retro feel, which is really interesting because Wish You Would does too, but like in two different ways. Boots On is a really fun one. I wrote that like kind of during honeymoon season, and I think that it's such a like cheeky lyric that I think the sonic, like the throwback sound kind of like levels it out. But it's definitely a fun one, and when we're playing it live, people like love to kind of groove to it.
It's a perfect dance move for it. Uh, yeah, you got 13 songs on the album, and something that's big for you is writing these songs, and you co-wrote every single one of them, which is rare in music today. And well, a lot of fans know you as the songwriter, and now you're getting to showcase your music even more with the prior releases. Now you've got this full collection. How important was it for you to be the songwriter on every single song on the project?
It was definitely important for me. If someone had like pitched me an outside song that was just like, breathtaking, I wouldn't say no. But up until this point in my career, I've just always planned on writing the songs that I would sing. And that kind of goes back to the beginning of my career. It all kind of started with songwriting. My dad was like, if you want to be an artist, you have to learn how to write songs. You don't just like move to Nashville and like, necessarily record covers. So then I moved here and I realized that Nashville is literally like built on songs and songwriters, and everybody just says it all starts with a song. So I was like, well, if I want to be a great artist, I need to have a great foundation, and that's songs. And so I kind of just dug in there and just wrote as many as I could, and that's kind of what led to cuts with artists like Megan and Lily. And I still love to write for other artists as well as myself, but I think that's just like the foundation that you need.
Yeah, and now that you have this album out, and speaking of songwriting with your friends, you write with your buddy Megan Maroney, and you're also hitting the road with her on some tour dates starting in April. How
I
ex-
know it's coming up.
how excited are you for that?
I'm so pumped to hit the road with Megan. I think it's so fun that we get to like, I don't know, do so much life together, right? And tour and all the things. And we're gonna be back in my hometown, right outside of my hometown, and where she went to college for 2 nights in a row. So it's gonna be a really special weekend. I'm definitely gonna have the hometown crowd pulling up. And another thing that is so special about like our collaboration is we normally get to do our duet, Nothing Crazy, which is so fun. And since I got to be a part of writing so many songs with her, it's really cool to get to see like firsthand these people's like reaction and response to those songs. It's just like a really special thing to get to be a part of and fully see in person on tour.
But for sure. Before I move on to the next question, I just got to say, go dogs. Uh,
Hey.
Matt, now that you have the album out, you're hitting the road with Megan. How would you pitch Hey Country Queen in one sentence to fans to get them to listen and find out who Mackenzie Carpenter is?
Ooh, one sentence. How many like commas do I get?
Well, I like run on sentences, so take it.
The shortest way that I'm explaining this album is it's just my way of saying hey to all you country queens. So if you've heard anything or you've never heard anything by me, hopefully this album it gives you just kind of like a starting point of who I am and where I've been and where I'm going. And I hope that you feel related to and seen and excited.
Well, I can firsthand say that it's a fantastic album. 13 great songs. Folks, if you don't already follow Mackenzie on Instagram, TikTok, and all the other social media platforms you could find her on, go do it now. The whole album's out now, which is great. So go stream it. You'll love it. Mackenzie, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for joining
Thank
me.
you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time.